Do you all remember that video of the woman on the plane screaming, "That MFer isn't real"? Well, I just read a story that reminded me of that, and I have to tell you. So, this woman emailed me. She wants to be anonymous, but she said when she met her now husband, he would always talk about how he was a huge Blue Angels fan. He grew up near Pensacola watching them fly. He had a signed photo on the wall that he had had since he was a kid, and one of his dreams when they had kids was to bring his kids to see a Blue Angels show. So, on one trip to Pensacola, they take their two kids to go see the Blue Angels at the National Aviation Museum where the Blue Angels practice. They watch a show. It was her and her kids' first time seeing an air show, and they were just absolutely blown away. After the show ended, they go back into the museum and they were waiting to meet the pilots. There were three separate lines that led to two pilots each. The idea was for the kids to get a photo with the pilot so that they could hang up their signed photo next to their daddy's picture on the wall. So she's waiting in one line with her son, and her husband has her daughter in another line waiting. She gets up to the pilot, and all of a sudden she looks in his eyes and she just has this insane sense of dread. She said she can't really explain what she felt. It was just, "I'm not supposed to be here looking at you." She said she looked at the other one. He looked off too, but the one directly in front of her had her totally captivated. There was something off about his arms. She said they didn't look real, okay? And the way that he moved was just all wrong. He was jerky. The way that he spoke was weird. She said something about it was just not right. And so all the hair on the back of her neck is standing up. She's like, "We have to get out of here." So she takes her son away. He's acting weird. He seems like something's off, but she doesn't know if he was just picking up on her energy. So they get the signed photo, whatever. She's not going to say anything about it. They walk away about 10 feet over to a table to wait for her husband and her daughter. Her husband walks over to them a minute later. He looks her straight in the eye and he says, "They aren't real." She said neither of them exchanged another word. They just dragged their kids out of there. She said her husband can't explain it either. He just said they don't seem human. She said leaving there, she wanted to run. It felt like she was about to have an anxiety attack. She can't explain it, neither can her husband. She said the energy was just all off. And part of the reason I'm putting this on my backup account instead of my main account is because she said that she thinks that there's going to be a little bit of backlash from this video because the Blue Angels fans are diehard and they will probably defend them. I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm just sharing her experience. And she said she didn't expect me to make a video, but she just wanted to know if anyone else had an experience because this happened before that lady on the plane video. Obviously, they were there. Like, there were other people in line that met them, but something about them did not seem human. And she wants to know if anybody else has ever experienced anything specifically with this group. All of my other spooky, scary story times are on my main account. This one is just kind of for the redacted and questionable stories.